Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. I have the great honor of welcoming all of you to the Australian Grand Prix. Another beautiful weekend of Formula One has begun, and I have just the absolute pleasure of talking about another Grand Prix, another weekend. So here we go, let's get started. Free practice number one, and I have to make this little remark there. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix, home of Oscar Piastri and the legend himself, Daniel Ricciardo. And I know Daniel Ricciardo is not a starting pilot anymore. He is not driving for any team, but he is returning as a reserve driver for none other than Red Bull, and he is on the paddock, he is on the grid, he is trying his best to help both Checo and Max Verstappen. And if you go see on his social media, or you go see on Red Bull's social media, Daniel Ricciardo is very, very active. He is there. He, of course, he is a fan favorite. Every Australian loves Daniel Ricciardo, and of course he's going to be there, all smiles all around, and it's his most favorite race. It's his home, and every Australian loves Danny Rick. With that being said, and also can't forget the youngster Oscar Piastri, who has a high ceiling in Formula One. He has talent. I don't know how this year will play out for him, and because McLaren is terrible this year. They're not good. Their car is not good. They have no pace. They have no speed, and they have a lot of issues. Unfortunately, McLaren is not the McLaren that we all know, with guys like Ayrton Senna and etc. With all these legends that have come and gone from McLaren. So regardless of what happens this weekend, Piastri is still very, very beloved by all of Australia. It's his home race, so every country loves their own pilots. That's just how the beauty of European countries and South American, where the racing blood is just an absolute high. They have racing in their blood. It's much more different than I would say compared to North America. I'm not being biased here. I know America will show a lot of love to Logan Sargent, but I think just in Europe and Asia and South America, it's just a different vibe. It's just different class, and I cannot explain it. I feel it when you see how much they actually love their own pilots and how loyal they are. It's amazing. But yeah, I know how much Australians love Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo. So with that being said, oh my, I've just finished like not long ago watching the free practice number one. I had a chance to watch it fully, and let me tell you, it was really fun to watch. It was really tricky, lots of action happened already, which is surprising because free practice number one, free practice number two, there isn't much happening. It's not really too fun. It's mostly for the teams and just to see the tires, just the engines, and it's mostly teamwork, personal work related type of sessions. But today it was just a very tricky day, and it was really entertaining, and it was also very interesting as well. Let us start off by Red Bull. First of all, Checo hit the gravel and he almost went off, and he struggled a bit, and then the reigning world champion Max Verstappen, he spun around, which is highly unlikely. He is so good this year. He is an absolute monster. Even though I'm not a big fan, but put this all aside, put all these personal feelings aside, he is a monster this year. Red Bull have the fastest car by far this year. They're on an absolute crazy rocket year. But yeah, it was really surprising to see Verstappen make such a big error. And he did like an absolute 360, like his car went all the way, and the tires really took a nasty how do we say, flat spot, absolutely. That, and then Yuki Tsunoda also almost was a few inches away from hitting the walls, and unfortunately, thank God he didn't. I don't know why I say unfortunately, but thank God he didn't, because then it would be a lot of pressure for AlphaTauri to fix the damages. And then the session ended I think 5-6 minutes earlier because of Logan Sargent's. I think it was a red flag, and Logan Sargent. I don't think he hit the wall, but his car had to be stopped because he went into the gravel, and he lost control of the car fully, and it was not raceable anymore. So overall, on my days, it was a very, very entertaining day. Indeed, it's very surprising. Also, it was not expected. And of course, I have to talk about my beloved Ferrari, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc came in at P5 and Carlos Sainz came in at P6. It's not really concerning. So to all my beloved tifosis, don't worry about it for those who haven't watched it yet. Also, I want to also note that I think around the 10th or 15th minute remaining, when they're still in practice, I also saw that at one point in the practice, when there's 10-15 minutes left, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc both had their cars into the garage, and they were working on the back of the car. I think it's good. It's good because I think I was looking. I think it was mostly towards the diffuser they were working on. So it was interesting. I think Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc might have some issues. I didn't see their radios. I didn't see the interview just yet. So I don't know what exactly was the problem they were talking about, which led to them taking their both cars in the garage and working. And it was basically the back of the car they were working on, not the front, not the middle, basically all the back of the car they were working on something there. I'm not sure. I can't specify. I can't make any rumors either. I don't know. But it was fixed and they went back on track. So I think the problem was fixed and there's nothing to worry about. Now we're gonna see how we perform on the free practice number 2, 3, and then qualifyings and the race day. So it will be interesting weekend for us. Like I always say, Forza Ferrari, Forza Ferrari. I love Ferrari. We keep fighting, we keep pushing like always. I love my beloved Ferrari. Like I said, Forza Ferrari. See you guys on free practice number 2. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.